Hey lovelies, it's your girl Swan here bringing to you a brand new video, and we are in the month of October, so you know what that means. It's Inktober. Yeah, this Inktober I've decided to use my purple Higgins ink because last year I used my Speedball Indian black ink. Was it just black ink? Speedball ink, and I loved how all my drawings turned out. If you want to see it, there's a whole video about it, or you could see all that drawing on Instagram. Shameless plug, hey. But I just decided to do something different. I didn't think I would do Inktober this year, since after what happened with Mermaid, which by the way I'm still not done, but I'm not forcing myself to finish it because I want to finish it. I'm going to take my time, and when it finishes, it finishes. Yeah. So this Inktober, as I said, I was not going to take part, but I will say, instead of coming up with big elaborate drawings, I'll just draw my new character, my new OC named Moonlight. The name Moonlight was given to her by one of my commenters, which goes by Lixley Lewis Edits. I'm not sure if I said it right, but that's who gave her the name Moonlight. As soon as I saw it, it fit. So I said, this October I'm going to draw Moonlight. And it's mostly because she's the second OC I've ever created, and she's the one that I actually want to draw over and over. I had to force myself to draw Sharite because a lot of artists I follow have OCs and they seem to like to draw them over and over. So I was forcing myself to draw Sharite because I felt that is something I had to do. It didn't work out, but hey. But Moonlight is actually a character I wanted to draw, and I want to get to know her better this Inktober. So for the 31 days, I'm going to draw Moonlight in different clothes, with different outfits, because Moonlight is a boho fashion witch. Does that make sense? Yeah, she loves boho fashion, and I've created a whole Pinterest board dedicated to her outfits. And as you can see, this is day one I'm doing right now, and I used the purple ink in my render sketchbook, and I don't like how it came out with the line work. It bled a lot, so my line work doesn't look as clean as I wanted it to. It was more patchy, and I didn't like it. So I switched it on the next day, but that's a different story. But I wasn't really happy, and purple just doesn't seem to fit her anymore. Well, it's still her hair color because she likes the purple hair color in that, but the purple as her clothes just didn't match. And I'm really happy I did this. I'm doing Inktober this way instead of following prompts and stressing myself out. Not this month. Not this month. So I'm doing the following, the finishing touches of my day one piece, and it came out all right, especially with all those bleeding lines. But and I'm not really too happy with her body shape. Her hips is not as big as I want it to be. Seriously. Now, with day two, I wanted to try something different, like a different angle or something. So I was just sitting in my bed sketching, but it didn't really look good on camera, and I kept being conscious that you won't really see what I'm drawing. So I went back into my old setup and continued. And this is where I realized that Moonlight's skin is too bare. I don't think that Moonlight will like to have so much bare skin. I think that I should have tattoos, because what I had in my mind is that Moonlight loves nature. She has made herself a nature witch. Yeah, she wasn't born a nature witch. She made herself one, because she's originally like a siren, like Tonks in Harry Potter. She could change her appearance at will, however she wants. That's how she could change her hair. She could change the different tattoos on her body how she wants. I was just thinking that's a cool idea, but she doesn't like changing her self-image, as you could say, too much. And she's more in tune with nature, but people mock her because she's like, you're I don't know what it is, a parents witch. They'll call it a parents witch, not a nature witch. So she kind of exiled herself to the forest, and her favorite color, I realized today, was an orangey brown, like how leaves look when they turn orange. She loves that color. That's her favorite color. And one thing I realized with Moonlight, she likes patterns. So much patterns. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate drawing patterns, but she demands it. Hence that skirt, which is totally cute, even though I don't like skirts. Day 3 is where I realized that Moonlight doesn't, that hair I had before didn't really fit her. And it was really hard for me to make this decision, because I thought that if I change her hair, then her whole appearance will change, because I have a safety net of the hair. That's the only way you can recognize it's my character, my OC, because I don't draw the face shape the same way all the time. So I said if I change the hair, her whole face is going to change. It did change, and it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. And I'm really happy, because I've been looking at these dreadlocks Viking hairstyles, and as soon as I saw it, it was like, Pinterest, you know what I need, man. Because it just popped up to my feed, and I was like, yes, this is Moonlight's hair. This one is not the final product, because I want to add like a bunch of leaves and feathers to her hair, because she's always foraging in the forest for mushrooms, because there's so many different kinds of mushrooms, and we have not discovered them all, and she's just fascinated by them. I would too, because I found they're beautiful. I find mushrooms. That's why she has a mushroom tattoo on her left elbow. I said elbows. Shoulder, her left shoulder, and she's all happy in this cute little dress. She really likes dresses and skirts. I hate those things, but she likes them. And I do a lot of tempered lace. Not successful fully, but I'm so happy I did it. Hey, day 4, people. Hey, and why am I doing this? This is just more like a relaxed pose, and I saw this really cute outfit on Pinterest, and I was like, this fits her so much. And of course, guess what? It has so much details. Oh my gosh, why do I do this to myself? It has so much details. I just don't know why I do this to myself, but I armed with my trusty ballpoint pen, because after that ink fiasco, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and use ink on this book, because it bleeds. And the second day I used my micron pens, my micron pens, and it just felt like something I always do, and I wanted to try new things. And the third day is when I used my ballpoint pen, and it just seemed right. So that's what I'm doing all my line work with right now, and I just use the ink to add in details, because I was just leaving them white, like I did my first Inktober, which was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, year before. I think the first time I ever did Inktober was a year before, I'm not sure, but I just used pen, and I didn't use any ink because I didn't think about it. And I just really like how this outfit came out. It's a short pants, that's why I see nothing in the bottom there. A cute little bralette top, and this kind of sheer flowy thing on her arms with multiple designs, and it was just really cool. I just love this outfit. It's not something I'll wear, but oh, my voice sounds really bad. And it got more details in the hair, and I'm just saying, I recommend this to everybody who has a new OC. Just draw them every day. You get to know them. And finally, I'm on to day 5. I think I said I was just going to do 3 days, but I don't know what made me do 5 days for this video. But day 5, I thought about doing a close-up. And before you guys say, oh, you cheated, sketch before. Kinda did. But I just drew the body shape, and on the day I drew the clothes on. It was fun to stay the night before looking up clothes on Pinterest to see what would fit her on that day. And in this drawing here, Moonlight is happy that I finally remembered to draw her freckles, because my original drawing of Moonlight, I have freckles because I love freckles. They're totally cute and adorable. So I added the freckles on her, and because, you know, she likes to go in the sun, so I got that freckles going on. And for the 1 to 4, I totally forgot her freckles. So there she is, framing her face, that she's so happy that I finally remembered to put freckles on her face. Yeah, and also her hair is in a bandana, and it's all the way down to the ground. That's why she always have it on that big, like on day 4, or she has this big bun on her head, but it's still, some still escapes down her back. So all her hair is down, and she's just like, oh, such a relief. That big weight that I have on top of my head is gone for the day. But she usually puts it up like that because her hair is so long it touches the ground. By choice, she could change her hair if she wants to. That's her power, but she chooses not to because she doesn't like to change herself as often as her family members and other witches that have her power does. So I want to know what else I would discover about Moonlight in this journey. You guys can see my journey on Instagram if you like, because I'm not posting any more videos. It took too much out of me. So thanks so much for watching, lovelies. Are you doing Inktober? Tell me. I would love to, and send me your email. Not the email, that's creepy. Send me your Instagram hold or handles, whatever let's call it, and I'd love to see your creations. So thanks so much for watching, lovelies. Bye.